To another exciting live stream. If you are a new viewer, click on the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and let's jump right into the analysis. As you all know, we always start our analysis from gold downward, so we are going to be analyzing gold. We have these daily live streams. There's a lot of value to be gained here, so let's jump right into the video. So we are currently on gold. We are on the 4-hour time frame. We always start our analysis from the 4-hour time frame, and you can see the trend was trading up. Price was trading above the trend line. Price was respecting the trend line and not breaking below. Suddenly price broke below the trend line by this candle. After the break, we expect price to pull back to retest that level it has broken and to get a continuation down. So let me mark out that level so that you guys will understand this clearly. Sorry about the noise. So this is the level where this is the retest level. This was the level that was broken. This was the level here. We expect price to retest and turn bearish again back to some of this level here. So the trend is down. We are only looking for selling opportunity on gold. So this is how your trade should look like. We'll sell at the level once given the evidence. Remember, we are going to scale down to this is now our entry. I'm just marking out this level so that you guys will understand. So we are going to scale down to the 1 hour to see the behavior of candles around that level. So you can see the candles are already turning. You can see the volume in the candle compared to other these candles. The volume, the size of the candle are smaller. So that means there's less volume right now in the market. So we anticipate that once the momentum kicks in, price will continue pushing down. So this is our trade setup for gold. We are looking for selling opportunity because price was bullish, and once this break happened, price became bearish. So right now we are only looking for sales. As long as price is respecting this retest level, we are good for sales. We are good for sales as long as price keeps respecting this. So this is the level we'll be selling once given the evidence. As I said, through looking for weak rejection and pin bars, whatever you look for in your confirmation before taking the trade. So let's check on Bitcoin USD. Let's check on other pairs. Sorry about the noise. So let's check on other pairs. Let's check on Bitcoin. We'll still come back to gold.
From a quarter mile, I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it You said you wanted to fall into oblivion.
So on Bitcoin USD, price was trading down. Price was making lower highs, lower low, lower highs, lower low structure. The structure was clearly trending down. This is the trend line we drew yesterday. We expect price to keep trading below the trend line for us to keep selling. Then suddenly price broke above that trend line. Once price broke above the trend line, the trend has changed. Remember this key principle: as long as once we draw a trend line using the higher time frame and price keeps respecting it, as long as price is respecting it, we'll keep selling in that direction. But as soon as price break above a trend line, the trend has changed. So you can see once price broke above, let's use this level. Once price broke above, the trend has changed, and the structure that start forming is the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low structure. So right now the trend is bullish. from being bearish to now being bullish. So that means we are only looking for buying opportunity right now on Bitcoin USD. So to be able to trade this, we are going to isolate this level here. This becomes our retest level. We expect price to push deep into that level. We expect price to push deep into this level for a deep retest, and this is where we need to be taking. Let me illustrate that so that you guys will understand this clearly. We expect a deep pullback to some of this level, and we'll take the buy at the level for a continuation up. So this is how your trade should look like. Let me scale down to the lower time frame, 1 hour, so that you guys will see the behavior of candles around that level. So you can see the structure that is forming, which is the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low structure. So right now we expect price to push deep into this level. Yes, hold on.
Eyes up now.
Thank God.
I can't forget to send you the money.
No,
I don't send now.
no.
Okay.
You just rather watch me fall from a golden mile. I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all.
Sorry about that distraction. Let's continue with our analysis. Sorry about the distraction. So as I said, all we are waiting for is for a pullback to happen around this level. Once price push deep into this level, this is the level we'll take the buy, stop loss below for a continuation up. Let me mark out that level for you guys. This, we are currently on Bitcoin USD, so keep that in mind. We are looking for buying opportunity. All we are doing is trading with the trend. We are doing what the market is telling us. We are not trading against it, trading with the trend. You should always do that. So this is how your trade should look like. You should buy at the pullback level so that you can have a more smaller and safer stop loss placement below for a continuation up. So let's go back to gold and see what gold is doing. So gold is currently trying to break above this our retest level in the market. Remember, as I said, as long as price is trading below this level, we are good for sales. The trend is still down. But if price break above, have a strong candle close. This is the 1 hour time frame. Once we have a 1 hour candle close above this level, then the trend will be bullish again. But as long as price is trading below this, you are good for sales. I told you how to take this trade. If you want to take the sell, you should scale down and look for multiple wick rejection. Let's scale down to the 30 minutes or the 15 minutes to get early signs. Once we start getting wick rejection, something like this, a pin bar or indecision candle, once we start getting wick rejection, at least 2 wick rejection, we'll take the instant market execution, we'll take the sell, stop loss above for a continuation down. But if you are not going to be on your charts, if you are not going to be monitoring your entries, then you should use a sell stop entry. A sell stop entry. And the way to use a sell stop entry is you can set the sell order around some of this candle below this last open candle. You can set it here so that the only time you get triggered into the sell is when the momentum kicks in and price start pushing in your direction. Price can do whatever you want at the key level, but you won't get triggered in until price turn bearish and start pushing down in your direction. So if you want to take this trade but you don't want to be, you are not on your charts, you can set a sell stop order below this candle here, stop loss above for a continuation down, because we are only looking for selling opportunity on gold. So that's the analysis for gold. If you have any question, drop it down in the live chat, and if there's any pair you want me to analyze, drop it in the live chat and I'll analyze it for you guys. Okay, I had a chicken in there. Yeah, there's a chicken in the background, that's true. Sorry about that. The chicken wants to be part of the live stream too. So as I said, if you have any question, you can drop it down in the live chat and I'll analyze and answer your question as soon as possible. And let's check on other pairs. Remember, we have a VIP signal group. If you want to be part of that, where we drop daily high probability trades opportunity on gold, Bitcoin USD, Pound JPY, US oil, and other top major currency pairs. Check out the video description. There's a link there. It's a paid membership group, but you get daily signal, clear entries, stop loss, TP levels, and there's a lot to be gained. Don't miss out on that. So let's check on Pound JPY. So Pound JPY chart is a little bit tricky. But let's see how we approach this. There are a lot of wicks. There are a lot of wicks on this, so it's a bit tricky. So let's see. So we'll avoid trading the Pound JPY for now. We'll avoid trading it. We need more information because there's a lot of wicks and you can easily get wicked out any trade you take. The market doesn't have a clean direction right now. The market is just moving sideways. Currently it's bearish, but the wick rejection can get stopped out before price move in your direction. So we'll avoid taking any trade on Pound JPY right now. Let's check on other pairs. Let's check on the EURUSD. Alright. MK Belho said I should come live daily. Yeah, I will try to. Remember, I have a tight schedule. I teach Forex mentorship course. I teach Forex mentorship course to students online, so the time is a little bit tight for me, but I'll do my best to do that. Since you guys are gaining value from this, I'll try my best to come live daily. But I need encouragement from you guys so that I will know you guys are benefiting from this. You should try to like, subscribe, or share to other people who might benefit from this. That's all I'm asking for, so that I can reach more people. That is what's going to encourage me to come up daily. So for EURUSD, we are currently on the 4-hour time. Remember guys, just look at how this is just just understand this. This is how I approach my chart. If you watch all my live streams, all my analysis, my videos, I always start my analysis on the 4-hour time frame, on the higher time frame. Either use the 4-hour or the daily candle time frame to start your analysis. It's very important because you get the accurate information. Don't start scaling down to the 30-minute, 1 hour to mark out your key levels, because those time frame there's a lot of noise and indecision. But the higher time frame, you will get good data for your analysis. So right now we are currently on Euro USD. We're on the 4-hour time frame. The first thing we want to do is to identify the trend of the market. And as I always tell you guys, at any given time the market is in one of these 3 phases: uptrend, downtrend, or the market is moving sideways, which is consolidating. So at any given time you must find the market in one of these phases. So once we come to our chart, the first thing we want to do is to mark out our trend line. So this was our trend line. We are using the past tense because price broke below the trend line. This was our trend line. Price was trading above it and making a clean trend up. Price was making the higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher low structure. The trend was up. As long as price was trading above this, we were good for buys. But once price broke below the level, the trend has changed from being bullish to now being bearish. So this is another level we can mark. This was the level that was broken. As I tell you guys, once price is the same structure with gold. If price break a certain level, especially if price has been trending and price break below the level, there's a higher chance price will pull back to retest that level it has broken before finally going in that direction. So right now the trend is bearish. We're only looking for sales. Price created a level here, a retest level, and price keeps respecting it. So if you are not currently in the sell, you should avoid taking any sell right now because price has already pushed. So your best bet is to wait for price to pull back to the retest level. So let's scale down to the lower time frame, which is the 1 hour, to see the behavior of candle around the retest level. So once we scale down, you can see price created a level and keeps respecting it. So your best high probability selling opportunity is going to come here from this level, the retest level. If you take any sell right now, just make sure your stop loss is above the level. You can see you will have a more bigger and there's a higher chance you will lose the trade. So be patient enough to wait for price to pull back to the retest level so that you can safely place your stop loss above. You can see your stop loss will be in a safer sorry about the chicken. Your stop loss will be above the retest level in a safer position. So let me illustrate that with some arrows so that you guys will understand this better. We want price to pull back deep into the level. I think maybe I'll just slaughter the chicken so that we can celebrate after the live stream. It's a big distraction. It's my Christmas chicken, as you guys know. Okay, so this is how your trade should look like. We sell at the level. We sell at the retest level, stop loss above for a continuation back down. We're only looking for selling opportunity on Euro USD. So that's the analysis. If you have any question, drop it in the live chat and I'll respond to you quickly. And as I said, if there's a pair you want me to analyze for you, drop it down in the live chat and I'll check the analysis for you quickly. So let's move on. Let's go back to gold and see what's happening on gold. So price is attempting to break the retest level, this retest level here. So let's see, it's a little bit tricky. So a new candle I've opened, which is this candle. So let's see. Okay. Okay. You asked about the entry time frame. Mostly I use the 30 minutes or the 15 minutes for my entries. Let me break it down for you guys. I use 3 time frames. The first time frame is the 4-hour time frame, which I use to mark out my key levels. Then I scale down to the 1 hour to see the behavior of candles around that level I've drawn, or around the trend line. That's what I use the 1 hour for to see the behavior of candle around that level. Then once I've marked out those levels, I use the 30 minutes or the 15 minutes for my entries. So that's the 3 time frame I use: the 4 hour to mark out my key levels, the 1 hour to see the behavior of candles around those levels I've marked, then the 30 minutes or the 15 minutes for my entries, because I think the 30 minutes or the 15 minutes is not too late or too fast. It's just in the middle. So that's the best time frame for my entries. So currently gold is attempting to break. I don't know if, let's see. It's a bit tricky. This is a strong candle close. This 1 hour candle, I think there's a more bullish presence in the market. It's a lot bullish presence in the market. I'm going to analyze. Let me be through with gold first. One of you said I should analyze. Sheila said I should analyze Aussie JPY and Aussie USD. Alright, but let me be done with this. Let me be done with gold. I'll get back to that. So we're currently on the 4 hour. So price is attempting to break above. As I said, once price break above this level, we are good for buys. But as long as price is respecting this, the market is still down. So I don't want to take an instant sell right now, because price might retrace its move and just leave a long weak rejection, because price always does that. So we'll wait for more information before taking any trade on gold. Let's wait for more information before taking a trade. Remember, patience is key in trading. You don't want to just jump into a trade just because you think it's a good opportunity. You need confirmation. So let's wait for more information on gold. So guys, I know what you guys are thinking. Okay, this candle broke above. That's true. It's a strong bullish candle, and it's a strong sign that the bulls are stepping into the market. But price is still at the key level Remember, we always want to be using higher time frames. Price might retrace its move. That's why we're hesitant about taking this buy. So, but if you still want to take the buy, you can go ahead and do it. But what I'm saying is, we need to be cautious when taking trade at key levels. So the best way to take this trade, for me personally, I'm more comfortable taking a sell, but I'm not going to take an instant sell. I'm going to set a sell stop order below this level, at this level here, so that the only time I get triggered into the sell is when price start pushing down in my direction. But if price fly up, that's great. But I personally am looking for selling opportunity, as I said, based on the analysis. So I'm not going to take an instant sell yet, because the market is more bullish than bearish. So I'm going to only set a sell stop order below this level, so that I only get triggering once price start pushing in my direction. If price push up, keep pushing up, fine, I lose the trade. Since I not even take it, I let the trade go. The market is more bullish than bearish. So let me analyze. We'll still come back to gold. Let's just give gold some space and see. Let's allow it do what it wants to do. If this 4-hour candle close above, I'll be more comfortable taking the buy. I'll look for the retest and the continuation. But as long as this 4-hour candle is still open, I'm not comfortable taking that buy, because you can see the size of these candles. They are almost identical. So the market has already pushed its range. The market always have a daily range. You can see for last week, you can see the range of these candles, they are almost the same. So starting on this week, you can see the ranges of this candle, they are almost the same. So the market has like already pushed its range. So I need this 4-hour candle to close first, so that I'll look for the retest and the continuation. That's what I'm comfortable with. Remember, you need to clearly state how you are going to be trading, what you are looking for before taking a trade. Don't just think it's a good opportunity and just take the buy or the sell. You need to set the rules and follow them. Stick to your rules. So that's my rule. I need this 4-hour candle to close first before looking for buying opportunity. So as I said, you can take the trade, you can take the buy. Okay, this is a good confirm. You can take the buy, but I personally, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the 4-hour candle to close, this 4-hour candle to close, before I look for the retest. Let me illustrate that with an arrow so that you guys will understand this clearly. This is a 4-hour time frame. So this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the clean break, the pullback, and before I get into the continuation up. So this is what I'm looking for, because once this 4-hour candle close above, that's the break, I'll look for the retest, and this is the level I'll take the buy for the continuation up. So that's what I'm comfortable with. So we need to clearly state what you are comfortable with and do it. Look at the one thing. Let me see what some of you are saying. Okay, the daily time frame. Yeah, the daily time frame, the candle is bullish. But are you a swing trader or a day trader? If you are a day trader, we only trade for a few hours in the day. So really scaling up to the daily or the weekly time frame is not a good idea. You should use the 4-hour, because because you only trade for a few hours in the day and you get more. Our style of trading is to get in and out of the market as soon as possible. So as I said, for me personally, I'm waiting for this 4-hour candle to close. So there's still time. There's still more like an hour and a half for this candle to close. That's what I'm comfortable with. Once this candle closes above, I'll look for the retest and a continuation. But I'm not taking the buy right now, because this candle might retrace its move and only leave a weak rejection and continue back down, because this is a resistance, this is a retest level. You have to be very cautious when taking trade at key levels. So let me analyze some of the pairs you guys said I should analyze right now. So let's see. So we should analyze Aussie JPY. So on Aussie JPY, the trend is clearly up. Price is bullish. The trend is up. Let me draw the trend line so that you guys will see. The trend is clearly up. Price is bullish. That means we are only looking for buying opportunity on Aussie JPY. So price has currently pulled back for a retest. This is our retest level. And once we have drawn our retest level, this is the only time we'll scale down to the 1 hour to see the behavior of candles around that level. You can see price is making a clean structure up, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low structure. And you can see this, there's the volume in the bearish momentum is depleting. Price was pushing. You can see the sizes of the candle are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. It's a sign that the bears are, the bulls are stepping into the market. The bearish momentum is depleting. You can see from here the candles have been decreasing, turning smaller and smaller. These last two candles are indecision candles. So this is a strong sign that the pullback is over, and we are expecting the continuation for the bulls to push the market now back up. So it is a perfect buying opportunity. You can see if you take your buys right now, you have a more smaller and safer stop loss below the level. You can see how small can your stop loss be. Just look at this, just a few pips, as long as price is below the level. Because the logic behind this is, if price break below the level, then we are no longer in an uptrend. The trend will be changing to being bearish, and you have a more smaller stop loss placement. You have a low risk and a big reward. So this is a perfect buying opportunity for you. You buy here, stop loss below for a continuation up. So that's the analysis, a simple analysis for Aussie JPY. So let's check on, one of you said Aussie USD. So it's almost the same thing. Price is currently bearish. Price, yeah, the candles are bearish. So let's mark out our key levels first so that we'll see what. I'm not really comfortable with trading. Once I start identifying wicks everywhere in the market, I'm not really comfortable trading that pair, because you might be right, but price will wick you out before going in your direction. So mostly I'm not really happy when I see multiple wick rejection everywhere in the market. But let me just mark out the key levels for you to look out for. So let's say this is a resistance level you should keep an eye on. It's a resistance level. So price is currently bearish. So there's no level for us here to work with for price to pull back. So let's see. So I think your best bet is to wait for price to pull back again to the resistance level, so that you can look for tradable opportunity, because there's no levels here we can identify or mark and work with. So your best bet, wait for the pullback here before you look. If price break above, we'll look for the retest and a continuation up. Let me mark out with arrows so that you guys will understand this. Price might do one of these two options, either break above, price break above, we'll look for the retest and a continuation up, or I'll wait for price to pull back to the level so that we can take the sell here. Remember, every trade you take at key levels, there's a higher probability of winning it, and there's a higher risk to reward ratio. There's a higher probability and the chances of winning increases. So that's why it's very important to take your trade at key levels. So this is the two scenario that I should wait for, because there's no level here for us to draw and work with. So our best bet is to wait for price to either pull back here, and once we start identifying multiple week rejection, that's the only time we take the sell, stop loss above for a continuation down. Or if price react aggressively and break above, we'll look for the pullback, the retest, and get into the buy for a continuation up. As I said, I'm not really comfortable trading this. Once I come to a chart and see weak rejection everywhere in the market, I'm not comfortable trading that pair that day. So this is what you should look out for, but I'm not trading this. So let's get back to gold. Hope the analysis was clear enough for you. Nice, price is breaking above the level. All I need is this 4-hour candle to close before I take the buy. Remember, traders, this is how you need to be buying. This is how you need to be trading. Don't just be impulsive in the market. If you want to be consistent in the market, you need to have a trading plan, a rule which you follow before taking a trade. So currently price is bullish. It's a more bullish presence in the market. But as I said, before I take the buy, I need this 4-hour candle to close. Once this 4-hour candle close, price is going to pull back. The next candle will pull back to retest this level, and this is when I'll be taking the buy, stop loss below for a continuation up. This will be my confirmation that the trend is no longer bearish. Price is currently bullish again. So I need this candle to close. Let's see, there is still time, an hour and a half before this candle close. So once this candle close, the next candle will be the retest. Price will pull back for a retest, and this is where we take the buy. So if you are currently in the buy, congrats, I wish you luck. Well, I'm still waiting for that before taking the buy. If that scenario plays out, I'll take the buy. If it doesn't, I'm not taking the trade. Simple as short. So let's check on Bitcoin USD. And after Bitcoin USD, we'll be analyzing US oil, and that's all for today. Let's check on Bitcoin USD. So based on our analysis, we said we were looking for buys. The trend broke here and price pulled back for a retest. The trend is now bullish. Price is pulling back to create that higher low for a new higher high. So if you are not coiling in the buy, wait for the deep pullback to happen before taking the buy, so that you can have a more smaller and safer stop loss below. So wait for the pullback to happen. So that's a simple analysis for Bitcoin USD. So let's check on our last pair, which is the US oil. If you have any question, drop it down in the comment section below, so that before we round up, so that I can answer you. Okay. So on US oil, the trend is clearly down. Price is trending down. You can see this is a clean trend down. Price has been respecting the trend line. Remember, we're on the 4-hour time frame. The first thing you want to do is to identify the trend of the market. Is the market moving up, down, or moving sideways? So on this, price is trending down. So we draw out our trend line, and all we are waiting for is for price to pull back close to the trend line. And once we start identifying weak rejection like this, we'll take the sell stop loss above the trend line for a continuation down. This is how your trade should look like. Once price get close to the trend line and we'll start getting weak rejection through scaling down technique, we'll take the sell stop loss above the trend line for a continuation down. So this is what we are waiting for on US oil. If you trade it, this is what you should expect. The trend is down. We are only looking for sells. Remember, we are always trading with the trend. We are doing what the market is telling us. We are not trading against it. So always try to do that. You don't want to be trading against the trend. If the market is down, look for selling opportunity, and if the market is up, look for buys. That's how you get profitable in the market. So we are going to be having another live stream tomorrow. So if you are currently a new viewer, you haven't subscribed, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, turn on the notification bell, and as I said, if you want to be part of our VIP trading signal group, where we drop daily high probability trading signal on gold, Bitcoin USD, Pound JPY, US oil, and other top major currency pairs, check out the video description. There's a link. Click on the link. It's a paid membership group, but the value you get out of that is priceless. So thank you guys, and see you guys next time tomorrow, hopefully.